Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ken, also known as ThePopHeir. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a yellow banana powder collection video. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys a few of the products that I have that are considered yellow powders. So I've got two loose powders and I have got two in palettes. Okay, so let's start off first with the powder that I think started it all. It's the Ben Nye Banana Luxury Powder. Now, the reason being is because Mario Dedivanovic, Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, posted, well, I think it was Kim actually, who posted a photo of her getting, you know, yellow powder underneath the eyes, and that kind of snowballed into this whole trend of yellow powder everywhere underneath the eyes. So it was this powder, and for a time that it was really hard to get your hands on this powder. So this one is the Banana Luxury Powder. So here's a close-up of what the powder looks like, and in my opinion it's more of a neutral yellow, and I love using this underneath the eyes. It does give a nice brightening effect as well, but I also love using this all over the face to set my face, and I feel that I'm fairly matte throughout the day, and I think it's because this product is also used as stage makeup, and obviously you've got a lot of lights, it has to go through all the sweat and the heat and the oil, so I love using this for days that I know I'm going to be wearing it for like the entirety of the day and I need my makeup to last. So I got this from Scotty's Makeup Place, I think it's called. I paid $25 back then, like this was a few years ago. That included shipping, so I'm not really sure if it's still the same price, but I'll leave a link down below to the website, and they also have a physical store here in Melbourne. The next powder is by W7. This is the Banana Dreams Loose Powder, and this one is, here's a photo of it. It's more of a neutral yellow powder, I would say. Like it's still fairly yellow, but it's definitely got more of a beige tone to it. So this one I love, particularly using it to set the rest of my face. Again, it's got a similar effect with the Ben Nye Banana Luxury Powder where it sets the face really nice, but I don't think it keeps the oil at bay like this one. I feel that after the 5th or 6th hour I do get a little bit oily, but that's still not bad for a loose powder. I think I got this for like $3 or $4, so it's not bad for a very affordable powder. So with this particular powder, I don't like using this to bake. I have tried it with a wet and a dry sponge, you know, underneath the eyes with wet concealer obviously. Whether it be cream or liquid, I find that it causes the concealer to break apart around here where I get more movement underneath the eyes, and obviously that is not a good quality. However, it's a different story when you use it with a brush, so if you get like a nice small setting brush and you apply it underneath the eyes, it works fine, but definitely not for baking. Okay, next product is by Australis. This is the Contour and Highlighting Kit. Now this is the old packaging, I'm pretty sure this is now called the Light Palette, and it's also got a mirror, but you can also get the yellow powder on its own, like they have a bigger one. Australis is an Australian brand, and I'm pretty sure you can get this overseas as well. I'll leave a link down below to which website it is. I can't remember at the moment which one it is. So this has got to be probably the second yellow powder that I ever owned, and this unfortunately it's too light to use as a setting powder all over the face, but it's definitely a nice powder to use as a highlighting powder. But this one is definitely a little bit lighter and a little bit chalkier, so it definitely has that nice brightening effect underneath the eyes, but I feel that if I use too much of this underneath the eyes, I do look quite ashy. It's kind of weird. I think it's just because of the texture of this powder. It kind of looks chalky, and I'm pretty sure it's still the same formula with the old one and the new one. So with this particular powder, I don't bake with it either. I find that this powder is way too drying to be used as a baking powder underneath the eyes. I feel that after 2 or 3 hours, I can see it like emphasizing the lines underneath the eyes, and I'm only in my mid-20s and I don't have that many fine lines, but it is horrible. It looks horrible if you use it as a baking powder, but if you use a powder brush just to lightly set the concealer, it's fine. The difference between baking and just lightly setting it is you're slightly setting the upper surface, whereas baking you're actually pushing the powder into the skin, and that's when you get a lot of drying. And even with the setting spray, I do find that it still looks quite dry and it's not an attractive look. Okay, next product is by Models Prefer. Now, this is a brand that you can get from Priceline here in Australia. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if there is a website that sells this overseas, so I'm sorry if I do find any. I'll leave a link down below. So this is pretty much very similar to the Australis palette, and obviously these palettes kind of got the inspiration from the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. This one is like when I did my review of this product comparison, I felt that they looked very similar, but after using this more, I find that this powder is actually much better compared to the Australis one. For one, it's a little bit creamier, it's not as chalky. The colour is pretty much the same. I think this one is maybe one shade lighter than the Australis one. So this one, again, it's too light to set the entirety of the face, but underneath the eyes, it's perfect to give that nice highlighted bright look. So in my collection, if I had to rank them based on how much of a brightening effect it is underneath the eyes, I'd say I would go with the Models Prefer one first. Then I would go Australis, then W7, sorry, and last one would be Ben 9. And yeah, there you guys go. That is my yellow banana powder collection video. Don't forget to thumbs up the video if you guys enjoyed. And tell me down in the comment box down below, what is your go-to yellow banana powder? Do you use it to just highlight underneath the eyes, or do you use it to set the entirety of your face? I mean, there's so many ways you can use these powders, just besides brightening. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!